everyone. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. So this is actually my second video already. The first one was uploaded a week ago. It was mainly me doing a breakfast mukbang, which didn't really seem like a real mukbang, given that I only had like a platter of scrambled egg, pita bread, as well as ground meat. But no worries, because moving forward, I really plan on, like filming full-fledged mukbang videos since, as previously mentioned, I'm really passionate when it comes to food. So there. Anyhow, for this particular video, I thought of making an everyday makeup. It's not gonna be a tutorial, guys. Like, I'm mainly just gonna show you, like everyday makeup products I use pre-COVID, that is, given that, when the lockdown started, also when the pandemic came about, I rarely go out. So there. So that's what's gonna happen today. And yeah, anyhow, so before I officially start, talking about my makeup, I have just a couple of disclaimers. So first one is that I'm not really, like a makeup slash beauty guru. So anything and everything I show and say is mainly out of like hobby, given that, putting on makeup is something I enjoy doing. So that's one. Second is that, on the products I will be sharing with you guys may or may not work for you, given that, we all have different skin types and skin tones. So it really depends. And third, if you happen to be my friend, my best friend, a relative, you know me, and even those who don't, please note that this tattoo is fake. Like, it's, what do you call that? It's one of those like water thingy tattoos you put on, because I was just playing around with my niece and we decided to put on fake tattoos. So sooner or later it's gonna go away. So just don't, mind it. So there. So anyhow, without further ado, let's start. So as you can see, guys, I've already spread out the products I use from primer up until, like the finishing touches, so to speak. So let's start with, yeah, as I've mentioned, the primer. So for primer, I usually go with this one. It's Celeteque matte moisturizer with SPF 30. I'm not sure if you guys can see it clear, but it's this one. So this one, guys, is really good for, like daily use, given that it's matte when it dries up. So it doesn't really have that too sticky and oily feel. So that's good. And at the same time, it also moisturizes my skin, because there would be instances wherein, my skin would end up really dry. So it's good that this one, moisturizes and neutralizes that. So there. And this one is also, what do you call that? It's very much available in department stores, like Watson stores. And if I'm not mistaken, it retails for like 100 to like 200 pesos, so quite affordable. Another favorite primer of mine would be this one. So this one is Benefit's POREfessional. So this one, guys, oh my god, like I really, really love. I'm gonna try to show you what it looks like. So actually, like just a small pump goes a long way. So this is how it looks like, that small dot. So as you can see, it's actually quite translucent. And then when you spread it on your skin, oh my god, like it's super soft and velvety. And that's, basically how my skin feels like right after application. So that's something I really, really love. It's super lightweight. It's, what do you call that? Yeah. It's super velvety. Like right after I apply this, I feel like my skin is as soft as a baby. So that's the good side of it. However, for me, the only downside would be the price range, given that this one sells for like 2,100. So yeah, if you guys are on a budget and want to be more practical, I would suggest to go with Celeteque. But if you don't mind splurging some bucks for like quality, velvety texture, then I would suggest you guys go for this one, Benefits POREfessional. Okay, so after I have prepped my skin, I then move on to the foundation. So my everyday go-to foundation is actually pretty much everyone's go-to foundation. I mean, mostly everyone, if not everyone. It's this one. So it's Maybelline's, what do you call this again? Matte Plus Poreless. So for me, guys, it's not really as matte. I mean, I would say this one gives off a semi-dewy finish, which I like because I don't want my face to look too stiff, too dry, too matte. So this one does the job. And at the same time, I also like that it it kind of still looks natural because that's mainly the look I'm after, especially for everyday use. I mean, you don't really want to look made up every single day, right? So I like natural dewy finish, which is achievable with Maybelline's Matte Plus Poreless. So in this one, my shade is 220, which is natural beige. And then, okay, so another, like favorite of mine when it comes to foundation would again be Benefits Big Easy. What's this one? So I have two tubes, that one and this one. So what I like about the Big Easy of Benefit is that it has a liquid to powder finish, and then at the same time, this one also has SPF 35. So I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like. So at first it's liquid, right? But then when you spread it, it actually ends up having a powder finish. So this one is quite dark because it's funny. Like I don't really have an exact shade in this, what do you call this, in this line. So what I did was I bought 04 medium, this one. So you're gonna see the shades at the back, and also 02 light. So there. So what I do is, I basically combine both to get the right shade for me. So there. And this one I super duper love because compared to Maybelline's, for instance, this one, as I've mentioned, has a powder finish. So it definitely looks more flawless and it looks more natural. But then, okay, as with majority of Benefits products, this one is also quite pricey. This one tube for 35 ml actually retails for 2,300 if I'm not mistaken. So it's quite pricey, right? That's why I yeah, I don't frequently use these actually because I'm saving it for like special occasions or whatnot. So for everyday use, I mainly go with this one because it's a cheaper alternative, and it's also, I feel, more practical. And then whenever I have like events or whatnot wherein I basically just opt to do the makeup myself, I usually go with Maybelline's Super Stay. So this one, compared to the Matte and Poreless Super Stay, I would say it's actually like thicker and it has, like a fuller coverage. Like when you wear Super Stay, or like everyone's gonna notice you're wearing makeup. Like that's how obvious it is. So this one is more full coverage, and I feel like it's also more long lasting. Although this one would fit me, Matte and Poreless, it's actually not so bad. Like it also lasts long, but I would assume not as long and not as, it doesn't offer full coverage like the Super Stay does. This one only offers medium coverage. So actually I like them both. It just depends on the occasion I'll be going to in terms of, which one I'll be using. So there. Oh, by the way, guys, for Super Stay, I have a different shade. My shade here is, sorry, where can you find the shade? Okay, my shade here is 128, which is warm nude. Because the thing is, when I started swatching shades for Super Stay, I noticed like just a couple of minutes after, swatching it here, it already oxidized. So if you guys don't know your shade, I would suggest that you go for 1 to 2 shades lighter. If you're acidic, that is, because I'm acidic. That's why it ended up, like darker than it was initially. So that would be my suggestion. Okay, so after the foundation, I then go to the concealer. So in terms of concealer, I mainly just use this for my under eyes, for my eye bags, because there would be instances I would be pulling in, like late hours, especially when it comes to work. So this one definitely helps. Oh, sorry, I didn't show it, but this one is also from Maybelline. It's the Instant Age Rewind, so that one. So this one, since after application it can get quite sticky, what I do is what do you call it, like I use this one after the FitMe powder, just to, I forgot the terminology for that, like just to not make it sticky. I really forgot. But yeah, so I just pat a little bit of powder on where I apply the concealer, just to, like basically prevent it from caking or whatnot. But then guys, I actually don't anymore set my face with powder after I put on foundation. I really just use it for the concealer, for my under eyes. So that's it. So after all these, I then move on to my eye area. So for my eyes, I usually go with this one because I like putting on eyeliner. So I use this one. It's called Maybelline Master Liner, and it looks like this. Here. Okie dokie. That's it. And then I also use this one. Hyper Sharp. It looks like this. And of course, for my, okay, let's go with the mascara. For the mascara, at the moment, I'm using this one, which is Maybelline Total Temptation. So the bristles look like this. It's actually quite thick. So I like it because obviously, like, who doesn't want their eyelashes to look thick and long, right? So there. So there. And then for my eyebrows, as you can see, this one has already been overused. This one is Maybelline's pencil brow. Yeah. So for this one, yeah, it's basically, like a regular pencil. And my shade here is dark brown. And at the end, it also has this booty, so you can just brush, brush, brush. There. Okay, now, actually, guys, I just realized I left my, what do you call that? Like, I left my eyeshadow palette upstairs. So yeah, anyhow, my eyeshadow palette at the moment is just from CoverGirl, and it's like the nude version, because I mainly just go for like the neutral, natural, like earthy look. I'm not really too fond of like too many colors or whatnot. So there. Anyhow, moving on to the lips. Similar to how I prep my entire face before the makeup, I also what do you call this? Like prep my lips with this one. So this is one of my favorites. I actually also use this every night because there would be instances, my lips would just suddenly go dry and chap. So this one, sorry. Okay, so this one is Lucas Papaw. And just a tip, guys, if you have any friends, relative, acquaintances, or whatever in Australia, I would suggest that you ask them to buy this for you because it's way cheaper there. This one, if I'm not mistaken, my friend was able to buy it there for, I think, for 100 pesos or less. But then here, when I saw this size in Mercury Drug, they were selling it for twice as much. So there, go for the, I don't know, the more practical route, which is asking people abroad to, buy these things for you and then just pay them back. So there. So that's one. And then, okay, so this one is actually my go-to lipstick. As in, like, every single day, this is, like the lipstick I wear. So this one is actually Nude. Tanan! and it's in the shade 656 Clay Crush. Not sure if you guys can see, I don't think so, but I'm gonna swatch it for you. Here you go. So that's how it looks. Actually, that's also the same shade I'm using right now. It's just that I mix this with Kylie's, what do you call this? Like Kylie shade. So this one, oh my god, my best friend. Man, if you're watching, thanks a lot for giving me this one. So it's my best friend actually who gave me this one as a gift. So this one comes as a set. So you have the Kylie liquid lipstick that comes with a matching lip pencil. So this one, guys, is in shade Kristen. So my best friend, man, she was wearing it first and I'm like, hey, that shade looks nice. So she ended up, buying it for me. So there, I'm gonna swatch it just so you guys can see. So this one is Clay Crush from Maybelline and this one is Kristen from Kylie. Oh my god, that's a nice shade. So guys, the what do you call it? I'm getting tongue-tied. The shade I'm wearing right now is a combination of both Clay Crush and Kristen. So there you go. And then last but not the least, I like to contour. So for contour, for bronzing, I just used this one. So this one is from Beige Cosmetics and it's in the shade Confeeerm. As in it has 3 E's in between, Confeeerm. So this one, let me just open it. Tanan. That's how it looks like. And if you swatch it, tanan, there. So that's how it looks like. So there, guys, I guess that's it for now. Actually, I also wanted to include some of the makeup I bought from Lazada's 11/11 sale. But then the thing is, unfortunately, when I check the status of my orders in the Lazada app, they haven't even been packed yet. So I decided to just go ahead and do this, like everyday makeup video. And then once I get all my Lazada orders, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna film another video covering Lazada haul plus Watson. So yeah, you guys just stay tuned. Anyhow, that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and again, if you want to see more videos henceforth, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or comment if in case you have, like any other video suggestions. Bye!